Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. If you guys have a Jeep Cherokee, Jeep Compass or Jeep Renegade with a 2.4 Multiair engine, guys, and you're trying to locate and replace your knock sensor, engine knock sensor, stay with us and we'll show you guys where it's located and what needs to be done to replace it. Now, you do not have to remove the engine out of this car, guys, but we removed it because we have more than 100 videos on that engine and we want to be able to show you with the camera where things are, because if that engine is in the vehicle, it's practically almost impossible. Now, quick introduction to the channel, guys. Every car we get at the shop, we will make you guys at least 200 videos so we can save you money. So please, guys, subscribe to the channel and like the video, guys. Let's start on the knock sensor removal now. So this is it, guys, this is the engine, and that knock sensor, guys, is actually located, okay, let me show you. That knock sensor is located right above your starter motor, guys. Okay, looking at it like that, okay, it will be right there. Almost impossible for me to show you with the camera, guys. Okay, you can see that bolt. Okay, this is your knock sensor, guys. So it's always, guys, recommended before you remove the intake manifold, disconnect your car battery, because the starter is next to the intake manifold. You have a big 12-volt supply wire, and if you touch that wire with a tool, you can short things out, you can hurt yourself, you can catch the car on fire. So always disconnect the car battery before you remove the intake manifold. So when you open the hood and you face the engine, that's what it's going to look like. You need to remove the engine cover, grab it, pull it out, guys. You have 4 rubber bushings that attach to the engine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those things attached to the valve cover. Okay, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, guys. Okay, right here. You will have your air filter box here. You will need to get that hose clamp loose so you can remove the air filter hose right here. Next, 10mm socket. We need to, guys, remove, okay, that bolt right there. Right here, guys, okay, you can see we're supposed to have a clip. This one is broken. Okay, and that clip is just like the clip right here. So you just get the clip removal tool, okay, and you go ahead, guys, and remove it like that. Now, not very complicated so far. Now let me show you what else you need to do. Right there, press down, push it out. This is your intake temperature sensor. Okay, now let me come on this side and show you what we're doing next. We have one hose clamp for the throttle body. So get it loose, guys, and once you do that, you can remove, okay, that intake hose out of the way, so it's not there anymore. Next, guys, right here you have your fuel line, okay, fuel line, and this is your purge valve line. This is for the emissions that burns the vapors from the fuel tank. This line, guys, okay, it's under extreme amount of pressure. So let me explain something quick. This line, when you remove it, it will spray fuel. It can get in your eyes, hands. If the engine is hot or you have an open flame spark, you can catch on fire. So you have to be extremely careful. Wear eye protection as well. Always cover it a little bit right before you pull it, because fuel will spray everywhere. I wouldn't recommend doing it, guys, unless you're experienced. So consider this an entertaining and not a how-to video. That piece, pull it out like that. Check it out. Okay, it comes up. Now you push the line in, okay, you go in and then you push that white thing in all the way and you start removing it. Okay, but I accidentally pressed that thing in. Okay, we will not have fuel pressure because our line is cut, but you're going to have fuel pressure here. This is out. This hose right here for the purge valve, we have 2 green spots. You need to squish those towards each other and pull it out. Ah, it got stuck. No, again, it's stuck. So we need to push with the screwdriver on one side or really hard with your fingers. Great. That foam piece, be careful, guys. Pull it gently out before you break it. Now, that purge valve will stay here on the intake manifold. We don't need to remove it, but you need to disconnect that wiring harness, okay, and that grating, push it back, press here and disconnect it. Okay, it will stay like that. It will come with the throttle body. So now what else we need to do? Right here we have a hose that we need to remove, guys. This is for vacuum hose. Here you can see an hour started cracking a little bit. So just pull it out, okay, and it will come out. throttle body wire, pull that thing back. This is the red safety pin, push in, disconnect the wire, like that. Great. Now, we have to do, guys, quite a bit of work here. We have that, the Pcv valve, okay, right there, disconnected as well. Right here, guys, we're going to have now the fuel injector connectors. Okay, let me focus quick. Okay, quick, perfect. Push out, press in here, disconnect it. Those are your fuel injectors, guys. Okay, perfect. Now, that bracket right here, we need to remove that bracket. It's holding the throttle body and the intake towards the cylinder head. One nut on top with 10mm socket. After that, guys, okay, we'll have one bolt underneath. Perfect. We got that one out. Okay, now on the other side we have another bracket. Okay, right there. So let me go to the other side quick so I can show you what needs to be done there. Okay, because we have a bracket, okay, that holds that throttle body, okay, and intake to the cylinder head. So you have two options now. Okay, let me see which one will be easier. To remove these two, okay, these two bolts, okay, I'm trying to focus right there. 8mm socket, guys. Or you can remove two nuts, okay, right there, one of the two 10mm nuts. So you decide, okay, which one to do. So let me get that bolt quick. Okay, that's what the bolt looks like, 8mm bolt. And we have one more. Perfect. Okay, now let's see what else is holding here, guys. Right there we have 4 more bolts that we need to remove with the same screws, 8mm socket. Okay, we just dropped one, so we need to make sure we don't forget it. You may even want to leave that one on. Obviously you may not need, well, you do have to remove it for 2 bolts. But underneath we have another bolt, guys, for the mount. Okay, let me get on the other side to explain what needs to be done now there. Okay, it's a little bit of limited room here, guys. Now, right there, check it out, guys. Let me explain quick. Okay, the easiest way will be to remove these 2 nuts. Okay, because you pull it straight up. So remove those nuts, guys. Or if you do not remove the nut, okay, there is a bracket that you can remove, and we remove the bolt. Okay, but that's where the bolt is. 10mm bolt, just get it out. Okay, like that. So you have 2 options, the nut or that bolt. Here you will need to disconnect your map sensor. Right there, push down like that, and now you need to turn it. No, well, we will leave it on the intake. We don't need to remove it. With the clip removal tool, we need to remove all the wiring harness that is attached to the intake manifold. Perfect. Just have to be careful not to break it, guys. On this side, this is the big starter wire. He has 3 of those that attach right next to the underneath the throttle body. Perfect, guys. I don't think you have much left to actually pull that intake out of the way. We have 5 more bolts, well, 3 bolts and 2 nuts to remove now, in order, okay, to be able to do that. So we start, guys. Okay, let me show you quick now. We start right here on top. Okay, so right here there is 1 nut. Go ahead and remove that one. Right here in the corner you're going to have the same nut on this side. Okay, we already removed ours. You can see right there. so one more nut. After that, with the same 10 millimeter, you have a couple of bolts and one on top, two on the bottom. Okay, perfect. Now let's see guys if we grab that throttle, intake manifold, if it's going to come out. And it did, guys. Okay, you can see it's out of here now. That's how we remove it. So every time you remove it, guys, okay, you want to put new gaskets here, because otherwise if you leak air, the car may idle high, may not even start. So always put a new gasket. So we thought that you need to remove the starter to get to the NOx sensor, because we were going to do it with the intake manifold on, but as we realized we couldn't do that now, guys. Okay, we will be able to do it once we remove the intake manifold. We'll be able to get to the NOx sensor, which is located right here. Now on the downside, we have to remove the intake manifold. You have to have your car battery disconnected, because this is a positive 12 volt supply wire coming directly from the car battery, and if you touch it, immediately you have sparks, you catch on fire, guys. You can burn your car computer, you can severely hurt yourself. So disconnect the car battery before we continue. Now we'll need a Torx socket. Okay, this one, it looks like it's a Torx 45 in my opinion. I think it's Torx 45. Yep, Torx 45 socket, guys. And we're going to go ahead and get the bolt loose, and let's see if it can come out. Okay, without removing the starter all the way, but just make sure that the battery is disconnected. Yep, it comes out. Now right here, okay, check it out now, guys. Right here we need to squish in on both sides. Okay, one is holding still, and pull it out. This is, guys, your NOx sensor. So much work for that little thing. So hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful to you. We'll have the link in the description of the video below where you can purchase one if you need it. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos, and see you guys next time.